So in some of my comment boxes, there's been a few people wanting to know more about my disability. So let's go deeper into my story about my disability coming up next. Thank you for coming to my channel, and while you're here, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that button below, and also ring that bell so you can get the next upload. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for being part of my channel, part of my family and everything like that. But if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe below. My actual disability is from a spinal cord injury. All right, I was 2 weeks into college on a baseball scholarship. I was hoping to go professional so I can go take care of my mother, take care of my brothers, and everything like that. Wanted to get that big contract to make all that mucho dineros, right? And I got to play one college game, and I was the only freshman that started. The very next day, a bunch of us got together and decided to play football. Now, we didn't have any pads. We didn't have any helmets. We didn't have any... All we had was just football, right? But we were playing tackle football. My team had gotten the ball back, and we'd been out there about 2 hours. And while we were in the huddle, we'd all huddled up and everything. And I remember saying to the group that, hey, I got to get my stuff ready for class tomorrow. I got to get ready to, get my stuff ready and everything like that. And, been out there a couple hours. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I got about 10 feet from the huddle, and then I heard someone say, "We need someone to run the ball." Hey, I stopped, turned around towards everybody, and so I said, "I'll come back for one more play." Now, I'm going to give you a little, what would you call it, disgraceful plugging. That's the name of my book. Okay, I know I shouldn't do that, but that's the name of my book, One More Play. But we got over there, and so I said I'd come back for one more play. They said hike. They handed the ball off to me. I rushed through the line, broke a few tackles, and before you knew it, touchdown Purdue. All right, so I scored a touchdown, and as I was turning back towards everybody on the field, again, it's a touchdown, so the ball is dead. The play's over. No more playing, no more tackling, right? All right, so... But as I was turning back towards everyone, I saw something in my peripheral vision. I have no idea what it is. I just see something. Then I feel contact about shoulder high, and I hear a loud pop. And both of us went to the ground. And on that day, again, I tell everybody September 11th, our country had their 9/11 September 11th in 2001. I had my 9/11 September 11th in 1983. So technically I had it before the country. Not that I'm trying to outrank them or anything, but we all have our own little tragedies that we remember compared to other things. All right, but we both went to the ground, and only one of us came back up to our feet. And it wasn't me. I tried 3 times to get up. All right. First time, when I thought that I could get up, I was trying to get up. The guy was all excited. He tackled me. Of course, it was a dead play, scored a touchdown. And I thought that my collarbone broke because it hit up high, so I thought it was broken. And that was on my right side. I was left-handed, so I was ready to get up and fight the guy one-handed, left-handed. So I tried to get up. I lifted my head, bent. Nothing followed. My shoulders didn't come up. My arms didn't come up. Definitely my feet, toes, legs, they didn't come up. Put my head back down. Took a deep breath. Tried again. Nothing followed. And you heard the old adage, three's a charm. So I lifted my head up one more time. Again, nothing followed. Put my head back down. I knew something was wrong instantly. I was paralyzed instantly. Couldn't move anything from my neck down. So I knew something was wrong then. So as things went on, I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 months, and the doctors told me I would never walk again, possibly not move from my neck down, and even a set of doctors advised my family to place me in a nursing home because I'd be too much to provide, too much of a burden to provide care for. And fortunately, luckily, our stubbornness, we didn't listen to the doctor, and so you can see I can move my arms. Now, they're not the greatest. Part of my disability is my triceps are paralyzed. My wrist fingers are paralyzed. I can push my wheelchair. Can transfer. So my legs, again, the doctor said I would never walk again. But I made a liar out of them for 10 minutes. I could stand and walk with a walker for 10 minutes. So I made a liar out of the doctor for 10 minutes. And just the other 23 hours and 50 minutes, they were correct. All right. Minus the 8 hours sleeping in bed, right? So, but they were correct on the majority. So, that's what happened is how I got paralyzed. And again, fortunately, family didn't listen. A lot of hard work, a lot of stressful time. I know I got on their nerves. They got on my nerves. But we did our own form of physical therapy for 2 years. Is why I was able to relearn to dress again, learn to stand, learn to walk, and again for 10 minutes. The majority of my mobility is pushing my wheelchair, and even learn how to drive again. Oh, buddy. Learning to drive again was magical. That is what I needed at that time, to get some independence, to get out of the house without someone else having to drive me to class, drive me to the store, drive me to the movies, drive me. All right. With all the driving, I was driving them crazy, right? So when I was able to get my own wheels and learn to drive again, that gained so much more independence and confidence building from there. So after all of that went on, now I'm not saying again, it wasn't a bed of roses, all right? We had our times of ups and then we had our downs. And during the early stages, there was more downs than ups, all right? But we fought through it. I fought through it. My family fought through it. I tell people I give credit for 3 things, 3 reasons why I'm at the place I'm at in life. 1, God in my life. I know He has a plan for me. All right. I know that He's got something special for me to keep working towards. 2, He knew that I needed the family I'm with. My mom and brothers. My father passed away when I was 16. So when I was 19 when all this took place. But my mom and brothers, He knew this was the family to help take care of me. They have sacrificed so much for me to be able to be successful. All right. So, and the third one is special friends. We get friends, we all got friends that come in and out of our life. Some been there for 40 years. Some's been for 40 minutes. But they done something that has helped make things easier, better, learning more, gained experience, something to make life easier for me. So I just want to take the time to let you know that we all go through something. All right, we all go through something. There's other people that are disabilities worse than mine. Some disabilities, mine may be worse than his. I don't compare disabilities because when we're disabled, we're disabled. All right. Even the people that are so-called, my fingers don't work good, but do the old parentheses, are normal. All right. How normal really are they? Okay. I mean, something's wrong with them. They just don't let us see it. We can't see physically if something's wrong. We can't see emotionally. All right. Mentally may or may not, depending on how we talk to them or how they talk back. But they got something going on too that may be maybe not considered legally disabled in the definitions, but they have something going on that we're going, whoa, I'm glad I'm not involved in that. All right. I had a younger brother passed away. He was an alcoholic. I'm glad that I'm not an alcoholic. Not to say I never took a drink. I have. But it never was been a forte for me to continue. he got addicted to it, and it eventually took his life. You know, he got other friends that going through drug problems. I'm glad I'm not doing drugs. All right, not to say I hadn't sampled a marijuana or two, but I have. But I never got addicted to it, and I'm glad. So I don't even do that. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything like that. But you know, people have their own things. You know, I tell people, you know, even though I'm in a wheelchair and everything, my health is better than some people, but not as good as others. We had a friend one time. He died at the age of 30-something years old, early 30s. He was born with a bad heart, and he had 6 open heart surgeries through his life. And I tell people I'm glad I didn't go through all that. So, you know, we all got something going on. So here's what I would tell you to get out of this. You do the best that you can. We work as hard as we can. I don't think that we're that much more different than the so-called normal people, because even though they can do things a little easier than we can, we do our best to learn how to do it our way. All right? What may take them 30 seconds to do may take me 6 minutes to do, but I've learned to do something my way. You know, learn to redress my way. Learn to put my shoes on my way. All right? But, you know, here's the big thing. We do what we can. Second, this was hard for me. I don't know if it's any hard for anyone else, but I've had to learn to swallow my sinful pride. You know, there were times that I wanted to do things all by myself, and then by the time I was done doing it, I was so wore out, I couldn't do anything else. I had to go take a nap. All right? So I've learned, and again, it took me a long time to learn it, to ask for help. All right? And so I'm still not great at that, but I do the best I can with helping and going from there. And third, again, be thankful for the people that are around you that help support you and whatnot. So that's just a little crash course on my disability. Again, don't think it's been a bed of roses. We've had ups and downs again, and we just move forward. Now, I hope that everything's going your way. I hope you're having a great day. I hope tomorrow's even better. Zig Ziglar, I've learned from him, reading his stuff, listening to some of his tapes. And one thing he says, and I try to steal this from him, and he's given permission to do it, so it's not a lot of stealing. But he says when people ask him, say, Zig, how are you today? And he goes, I'm great. He said, and then he goes, I'm great, but I'll get better later on today. All right. So I don't steal it as much as I say I'm awesome, but I'll get better later on today. Or I'll just tell people I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be where I'm at. I'm blessed with the people that surround me. I'm blessed to have the health that I have. I'm blessed to be where I'm at in life. So I hope this has helped a little bit. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it down in the comments. If you've got a video that YouTube that you would like me to come look at yours, hey, I believe we also should support each other, all of us with disabilities. And I'd like to go in and see some of y'all's and help make some comments and things like that, and give some ideas if possible. Maybe you can give me some ideas as well. So thank you for showing up again. Be sure to subscribe and everything like that. And if there's anything to do, let me know. Do something today, tomorrow, something next week that's going to help you persevere past your paralysis.